Hello everyone, and welcome to my EastEnders Media News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Some fans were curious about the ages of George Knight and Junior Knight from EastEnders, both on and off-screen. Actor Micah Balfour was recently cast in the BBC serial opera as Junior, the estranged firstborn of Colin Salmon's character George. This Thursday, he made his dramatic film debut, bringing the father and son back together after a long separation. However, while some fans were thrilled with the news and Micah's casting and couldn't wait for him to take center stage, others felt that the cast members' ages weren't separated enough. Even though Colin is almost 20 years older than Micah, there was some uncertainty among viewers regarding the characters' ages, leading them to wonder what Junior's intended age was. Colin is believed to be 62 years old, having been born in 1961. Regarding the son on television, Micah, his estimated birth year varies from site to site, but it is believed to be 1978. Micah would be 44 or 45 years old as a result. The actors' ages differ by about 17 or 18 years, and the soap opera hasn't stated how old George was when he gave birth to Junior. On screen, George's birth year is believed to be 1967 because of a recent narrative about his early years. Should this be accurate, George would be 57 years old, which puts him a few years below actor Colin's age. Regarding Junior, the show hasn't exactly said how old he is or when he was born, although a fan page claims that he is 38 years old. This would imply that the father and son are 19 years apart, just like in real life. Given that there are rumored to be almost 20 years between the characters and a comparable age outside of the show, this should allay fan concerns about whether the performers are too young to play father and son. A few viewers had questioned whether actor Micah appeared older than the role. Nevertheless, assuming the character's age is accurate, the difference would only be a few years. Following the show's casting announcement, there was some confusion among viewers who felt that actor Micah was too old to be George's kid, despite the fact that George's age would indicate that he had his first child with his ex-partner when they were still in their teens. According to previews for Tuesday, May 14th on EastEnders, Junior will be facing his father George on the square when Anna gets in touch with him and asks him to assist the family. But shortly after arriving, he meets Bianca and finds himself having an intimate relationship with her. However, will Junior's arrival enable him to communicate with George in EastEnders spoilers? Junior and Bianca share a bed. As viewers are aware, George attended a fight last night, Monday, May 13th, and was greeted by Junior, his opponent. George chooses to call off the fight this evening after seeing this father-son reunion in disbelief. Later on, Junior tries to leave the Vic because he doesn't feel accepted there. He ends himself at Peggy's, where he chats with Bianca and spends the night at number 25 with her. Spoilers for EastEnders. Whitney swaps Bianca out for Lauren. Bianca is told she is no longer going to be the maid of honor at the wedding by Whitney, who is enraged with her for allowing Brittany to steal. She also tells her to permanently leave her life and sever all relationships with her. Whit then turns to Lauren and extends an offer to take on the role of maid of honor. Zach and Lauren are both ashamed of themselves for abandoning the soon-to-be bride after Lauren accepts. Are they going to admit it? For Amy, Nugget makes things worse. Due to his steroid use, Denzel is unable to perform when Amy and him try to sleep together at the party. When Amy tries to console Denzel, he flips the situation and places the responsibility on her. After that, Nugget makes an attempt to cheer Amy up, but he ends up kissing her instead of talking the right way. Penny becomes concerned for Amy when she returns home and sees that she is distressed. Can she, however, persuade her sister to talk? According to our EastEnders teasers, George Knight is shocked to see Junior, his estranged son, in person. George, who is still torn about his mother's passing and Eddie's trial, has had another difficult week. George is fired up for another bout, determined to bury his feelings in the ring. But a desperate Anna calls Junior for assistance as his family tries to talk him out of fighting. When George sees Junior again, what will his reaction be? See our whole EastEnders spoilers for this plot below. Spoilers for EastEnders. George is desperate for a brawl. When Elaine returns to the Vic, she is disappointed to learn that George is not at all upset by her leaving. Cindy shows up at that precise moment and says that George is going to pick up his fight. George is unmoved from his attitude, despite the Night Women's best efforts to persuade him otherwise. Gina also tries, but fails, to blackmail George out of the battle. Anna consoles Elaine as she gives Cindy the order to leave. Everyone is aware that George is extremely dangerous for any kind of boxing due to his recently discovered brain ailment. He will be killed with one blow. Anna desperately tries to break up the fight with Junior by leaving a note. Can they put an end to George's fighting? George meets his son in person. When George finally meets Junior face to face, he is taken aback. Trampled, he decides to end the fight. When Junior feels awkward and out of place, he thinks up an excuse to leave the Vic and head back to Walford with his father. He meets Bianca when he gets at Peggy's. After returning to her house, the two fall asleep together. Elaine approaches George in another scene, but he ignores her and walks Junior and himself to Peggy's. He tells his son everything about his real identity and the specifics of Eddie's trial when they sit down to discuss. What will Junior's response be? Drama on EastEnders is expected to be high next week. After learning that no DNA matches have been found for him and that his birth family has vanished, George is finding it difficult to cope. He visits Eddie and Gloria and requests that they not get in touch with him or the girls ever again. Eddie, however, discloses that he knows something about George's biological mother and will share it with him only if George appears as a character witness for him in court the next day. Somewhere else, while Lily and Ricky celebrate Mother's Day at Walford East, Stacy and Jack are pushed together. Read more. As Bernie celebrates a significant milestone with her partner, EastEnders fans flock to congratulate her. Johnny is certain that Stacy must visit Denise before Jack or the kids do since Denise won't see anyone. When Jack enters and demands to know why Stacy is visiting his wife, she complies. Startled by their intimacy, Jack begins to investigate. If you guys love and want us to give more updates about EastEnders, then stay connected and get back with us. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.